It's 4 a.m. I was upstairs in my living room. Then I was like, I'm gonna come down here to make this video. I told you around this time of night or morning, whatever you want to consider it as, my mind just traveling. I don't know what it is about the nighttime setting. The nighttime setting, my mind free think. Why do people make it seem like 2019, 2018, the 2010s is 50 years ago instead of 6, actually, because 5 years ago was 2020, the year that changed everything. When I was in 2020, I did not hate that year. I actually loved 2020 when I was in it because quarantine hit. I was able to, get off from school. I wasn't in school for like a month. We were just chilling at home for like a month. Then they hit us with online school. I already told you, 2020 was actually lit for me. It's one of my favorite years. I just hate the damage that it caused for us. Like, no, for real, like on some real shit. I hate the damage that 2020 caused for us. Because looking back, it didn't do anything but put us into a dark hell that we're in. Society now is terrible. Like I already told you this before. I keep bringing it up on this channel, but that's just who I am. I don't like anything that's going on now, and nothing going on now interests me. I have to create my own world for me to feel like, damn, let's go forward. You get what I'm saying? But why do people make it seem like 2010s, 2019, 2018, 2017 is over 50 years ago? What happened? Now, I already talked about this a few videos ago, a while ago. I was like, a lot of the stuff that's happening now realistically started in 2018. You just gotta pick up the facts. Like a lot of the agendas, a lot of the ideology, a lot of shit with the politicals, groups, communities, a lot of agendas, people, rappers, stuff, like plans. Like COVID started in 2019, hit in 2020, hit here for us in 2020. Like a lot of the stuff that's been trending now, I'm not gonna say specific things because I don't want people to get offended, but a lot of shit that's going on now, that idea has been there for a minute. You know what I'm saying? You could comment down below what you think I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna say what I want to say. I like 2019. I love 2019. When I was in 2019, I enjoyed it. 2019, a lot of bad stuff happened, but that's how life is supposed to be. But it was still somehow that year with a lot of bad stuff happening was way better than every year right now. And either bad stuff has been happening now or nothing's been happening now. But that year is still better. I give that year an 8 out of 10 compared to these years. That shit's like a fucking 3 or 4. Like 2019, I went to a funeral, had moments with school, arguments with people, doubted myself, cried. Like, who doesn't go through mental, you know what I'm saying? But 2019 was better. I love 2019. 2019 was fun. The music, the times, the aesthetics, that felt like how life's supposed to be. If life was chill, that's how 2019 was. It's underrated, but it gets overlooked because of COVID. I feel like if COVID never happened, 2019 would have been more appreciated. Like going to the movies in 2019 was amazing. That nighttime era of going to the movies in 2019, I used to float. Man, I used to like levitate. No rip for real. Like social media was lit. The girls, like everything was cool. Same with 2018. Masterpiece. 2018 is a 10 out of 10. Nothing wrong with it. Even though when I was in 2018, again, I went through problems. I didn't like it. I said it was a horrible year. But looking back, I'm like, wait, this is the best year ever. 2018 was also a masterpiece. Here we go back to 2017. 2017 is 8 years ago. Now, nothing really bad happened to me in 2017. Actually, everything that happened in 2017 was quite good. That year is an 11 out of 10. That shit was a masterpiece. I don't even gotta explain why. Everything was goated. Music, entertainment, life. So, why do people make 2010s feel like 50 years ago? Why? It was just here. It's literally 6 years ago, unfortunately. Everybody changed. Everything, every norm is different now. A lot of rules, a lot of politics, a lot of agendas, a lot of things, a lot of society. I feel like a ritual. Like everything is just the complete opposite now. And I just, I'm just aggravated, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. I'm gonna go a little forward in time. This video is gonna cover every year. 2021 is the following year since 2020. No one talks about it now. I'm like the only one who keeps bringing that year up. When I was in 2021, I hated it. I said it was the worst year ever. But that year is still the best year out this decade. Well, 2020. I don't know. One of those. You could choose either one. But To be honest, that year is top two out this whole decade. That's better than 22, 23, 24, and it's now better than now, 2025. You know, in 2021, I was connecting with the spiritual. Like, I'm thinking about who I am right now. A lot of stuff that I'm doing right now, I did in 2021. 2021, society was changing into what's going on now, but it was better than what's going on now. Then was better than what's going on now. So in 2021, I was connecting with the spiritual, even though I didn't have my spiritual awakening, I was pushing it off, but eventually it hit. I was in an 80s nostalgia. I had 80s music. The music was cool. Even though hip hop fell off in 2021. I ain't gonna lie. Hip hop fell off. That was the last decent year. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. The last good year of hip hop was realistically 2017, 2018. But I'm gonna give y'all the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna say 2019. 2019 was lit. 2019 was a goated year of hip hop. That was amazing. I ain't gonna lie. It was like an 8 out of 10. 2018, 10 out of 10. 2017, 11 out of 10. But where's all the joy? Like, I ain't gonna lie. People just seemed more joyful years ago. People not joyful now. Like, there's no joy now. That was just boring or trash or disrespectful or angry or evil or cruel. It just seemed like it's this dark hell. Social media just seems dead. Like, social media is fucking dead. Nothing entertain me. Streamers don't entertain me. Rappers, musicians, Hollywood, it don't entertain me. Like, I'm really here thinking, what can I do that's gonna make me feel good? And every night, every day, I'm in my own world to make me feel good? What? I can't stay in my world forever because I exist in this world. So I'm just thinking, man, why is society so different now? Why is that? Can someone explain it to me? Because I have a couple ideas, but people's gonna look at me like I'm crazy. Like, I damn near feel like 2020 was a ritual. Like, I swear to God, I feel like the whole earth was inside of a satanic ritual and it flipped society. Sometimes I feel like CERN put us in an alternate reality. Like, why does people make 2019 feel like 50 years ago and no one talks about 2019? Oh, it was trash. How? That was the last good year. What do you mean that was trash? It's 1 month out of 2019 is better than everything that's after COVID. Like, the 2010s was just impeccable. It was the best modern day. Now we got AI walking around. Where am I? What's going on? Like, I feel stuck. And I feel so to be around here. Like, I remember for me to enter this mentality, I ain't gonna lie. I was in what was going on in 2021. I was in what was going on in 2022, and 2022 was my worst year. But in 2023, I started going deeper into nostalgia because I just got bored of what was going on. I remember I was really bored, and I just found something that brought me back. What was it? Was it music? I think I found a 2018 song that took me back, and then I just started feeling this joy. And ever since then, it was a domino effect. I started finding more songs and more songs and more songs, and it was removing me of what was going on now. What was going on now was making me feeling sad and down. So the songs from the past that was making me feel joy and uplifted pulled me out of that. And then ever since then, it's just, here I am right now. And it's just much more, much more, much more. You could even go check my tweets on Twitter. I told y'all my tweets on Twitter. Before I started YouTube, I tweeted my mind. I was just tweeting my thoughts. And it's just domino affecting how I feel right now to my last tweet. So you just gotta start from day one and then just go down and you're gonna see, oh, this is how his mindset changed. Okay. And you just see. So this life just feels so weird. You know, I was liking 2025. I was liking 2025 a lot, but now I'm just not feeling it. What happened? Again, like, I gotta keep asking that because November, like, after election, even though that election was shit, November to like March, things was going good. I ain't gonna lie. I thought the world was changing because something felt different for those 5 months. Something felt really different. But since April, it just went back to feeling shitty again. And it's just boring. It's just boring now. You know, I really like the start of every year. And I said this before, I love the start of every year, January and February and March, because those are the quiet months. Those are the quiet months out of any year. Nothing's going on. It's always the quiet months. So you just feel quiet and relaxed. And then it starts picking up and then it starts becoming itself. Later on, 2025 actually felt like its own individual year in those 3 months that I just named versus now. Now it feels like last year again. which was also a terrible year, which I'm not liking. So why? But why though? You know what I'm saying? I hope you guys get what I mean. I'm just not feeling it. You know, I could work with society in 2021, even though 2021 is after COVID. It's not my favorite year. It's better than anything out now. I'll give it like a 6 or a 7 out of 10. I could work with that. Like in 2021, I was in the spiritual. In 2021, social media was cool. It was funny. I was having a good time. Actually, I ain't gonna lie, it was cool. I went out the house a lot. I was enjoying life. It was cool as hell going out the house at that time. The aesthetics was lit. I could work with that. Like, even if it's not the 2010s, 2018, 2017, 2019, I could work with 2021 at least. So why does society got to feel the way it feel now? What's so special about now? Why it has to be this way? Why do people make time feel so far? Like, what happened? I'm genuinely confused. And there was a couple of things else I wanted to mention. What else I wanted to mention? People make... Don't get me started with the timeline. Man, I still treat... Like, the way I look at the timeline, like, 2000s, 2010s, 2020s, like, I know it's 2025, but I don't... Like I said earlier, I don't make it seem far. Like, I still make it seem like it was a few years ago, or 1 year ago, or yesterday. You get what I'm saying? So, I don't make it seem so far like people do now. People make it seem like it was forever ago. I mean, when you individually look at the years and the numbers, oh yeah, that's a long time ago, but I don't do that. I still treat it like it's right here. Like, I still feel like the 90s was close. But realistically, we're closer to 2050 than we were to 1990. Like, I tried to get into what was going on now, but I felt mentally not in it. And I was sad and I felt dark and bland. 2025 was feeling good, but the past couple of months, it's been trash. It's just been boring. There's nothing going on. It's just, again, just dead. Like, it felt cool December 2024. That was lit. January 2025. February. It felt like it was its own individual lane. It just felt unique. It felt different. It felt like a proper sequel. I was like, okay, I think this year's about to be amazing. And now it's just boring again. So I think as a collective whole, people, society are able to move on from something collectively, and then they make it seem like it don't exist no more. Like, for example, people will drain something, like a trend, for example, and then let's just use that in a nostalgic sense. They will be on it for a set time, then get over it, and then just start off with something else. I understand people don't get hooked on to certain things, but no one else has stopped and realized that the world is completely different. Time moves by quicker. Everybody's just completely different now. Nothing hits anymore. But I can't even say nothing hits anymore for everybody, because a lot of people generally love everything that's going on now. I don't know. But just think, like, you don't feel it? Because I feel like I can feel it. And I feel like there are people out there who can feel it, but a huge amount more, like a huge more amount of people really just don't notice it. They just going with the scraps. Ain't nothing wrong with just living your life, but what I'm saying is time is different, the world feels different, a lot of things here is different. Why does people, like the whole world, make it seem like that is 50, 100 years ago? Like, people genuinely don't even miss those times. Plus, people genuinely make it seem like those times are trash. Like, I've been seeing a lot of trends where people say those times were terrible, but now it's amazing. And I'm like, you can have your own opinion, but I'm like, how? How's that terrible? Like, don't get me started with now, okay? A lot of people do not talk about 2021. Hell no. I don't know what it is about certain years. Certain years people don't talk about. People do not talk about 2021, and I think we all could collectively agree that 2022 is terrible because no one else talks about 2022. I don't hear anyone else saying that was a go-to year. Everybody else has that mentioned years said that it was trash, but no one talks about 2021. Like, that is still the best year out this whole decade. 2021, the best year out this whole decade. It could have been 2025. But 2025 is feeling like 2024, which was one of the worst years out this decade. So, like, this year was going in a good direction. Then it's just slacking. something happened. It's something. Shit be going down on this planet. Yo, we do shit as well with some demons. I ain't gonna lie. Like, this shit tough. But nothing beats the 2010s. Like, if you want a perfect modern day, that's that. But my mind likes nostalgia. There are much better years. Listen to what our parents be saying. I see what our parents be saying. I see exactly what our parents be saying when they say, oh, 90s is the best. 2000s was cool. 80s was the best. 70s, yeah. No technology. I can see what y'all saying, because this technology shit. Something going on with this world. Well, this technology destroying everything. Anyway, the cap went under our car and went up in the hood. Has that ever happened to y'all, or is that just us? Cause I be feeling like life trash would just be happening to us. Nigga, the nigga was sitting in our next to the engine. We had to lift the hood up to get him out. I put my bonnet on to get the drizzle on my face. I went under the car, so I gotta change my outfit. But I went under the car to try to get him. No, he was in the hood. I thought he was gonna come out when we turned the engine on. We were playing Nas too.